Hello, my radiant and magnificent Leo souls. Welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom, your sacred sanctuary, where we decode the language of the stars to reclaim your sovereign power. I am your guide, and as you find yourself here, under the golden glow of this message, I want you to feel the warmth of the universe acknowledging your presence. You haven't just clicked a link, you have answered a cosmic summons. Listen closely, my regal friends, because there is a frequency vibrating around you right now that your lion's heart has already detected. You are a creature of the sun, built for warmth and transparency, but even the brightest light can create shadows where others might hide. Right now, your instincts, that deep, ancient roar within your soul, are trying to tell you that someone in your inner circle, someone you've welcomed into your palace of trust, is preparing an action that will catch you completely off guard. And I must be honest with you, it is not the kind of surprise a Leo deserves. Before we dive into the depths of this revelation, I invite you to join our circle of light. If you are ready to peel back the layers of illusion and protect your magnificent energy, do me a favor right now, hit that subscribe button to join our Cosmic Wisdom family, so you never miss these divine transmissions. And in the comments below, I want you to anchor your intention by typing, "I am ready for unshakable discernment." Let's create a wave of conscious awareness together, shall we, Leo? You are the heartbeat of the zodiac. You lead with a generosity that is nothing short of breathtaking. You offer your warmth, your resources, and your fierce loyalty to those you love without hesitation. But there is a whisper in the air, a subtle shift in the atmosphere around a specific person you consider a safe harbor. You've felt that strange static-like tension, haven't you? That momentary flicker of doubt that you quickly brushed aside because your noble nature hates to think ill of others. Your body is sounding the alarm, trying to protect the golden light you carry, while your mind, ever the optimist, tries to rationalize the red flags as mere misunderstandings. In the next few minutes, we are going to navigate through the fog of this potential betrayal. I am going to reveal how to identify this individual, the hidden signals they are projecting into your field right now, and the spiritual tools you need to build a fortress around your peace. Because while you, Leo, have a divine gift for building empires and inspiring others, you also carry a specific vulnerability. Your pride often prevents you from admitting that you might have been fooled by a clever mask. You take your time to choose your pride, your inner circle. But once someone is in, they are in. You lower your shield, you share your throne, and you trust with a ferocity that is as beautiful as it is dangerous. It is exactly this royal grace that is being exploited right now by someone who has mistaken your kindness for weakness. The truth I'm bringing to you is heavy, but it is the medicine you need. Not everyone who basks in your sunlight is there to celebrate you. Some are only there to use your warmth to fuel their own cold agendas. Think about it, my beautiful Leo. Is there someone whose words feel like silk, but whose energy feels like a cold draft? Someone who echoes your laughter, but never quite meets your eyes. They have studied your patterns. They know your triggers. They have seen the map of your heart because you were brave enough to show it to them. And right now, They are using that intimate knowledge to weave a narrative that serves them at your expense. Does your stomach tighten when a certain name comes to mind? Even if you spent hours convincing yourself you're being too sensitive. Stop. A Leo is never too sensitive. You are highly tuned to the frequencies of the heart. If someone's actions are leaving you confused, despite their words sounding perfect, that is the universe tapping on your shoulder. True allies don't leave you feeling drained. They leave you feeling amplified. The person planning this unexpected move has likely been hiding in plain sight, waiting for a moment when your gaze is fixed on your next big dream. They are banking on your desire for harmony and your distaste for petty drama to keep you silent. But Leo, ignoring a leak in your palace doesn't stop the flood. It only you'll be underwater when it happens. We must look at the 3 specific realms where this energy is currently manifesting. For many Leos, this is happening in the realm of your reputation and influence. You are a natural leader, and your social capital is immense. This person may be subtly sowing seeds of doubt among your peers, posing as your greatest supporter while whispering concerns that actually diminish your authority. For the second group of Leos, this betrayal is aimed at your creative fire and career. You have a way of making things look easy because of your talent, and this person is envious of that Midas touch. They may be taking credit for your ideas or sabotaging your progress behind a facade of helpfulness. And for the third group, this is a deeply personal matter involving trust and emotional security. This is someone who has access to your vulnerabilities, the things you only share when the crown is off and the lights are low. They are using your secrets as currency. Regardless of the category, the underlying theme is a lack of integrity that mirrors your own. You project your noble ethics onto everyone else, assuming they wouldn't dare violate a sacred bond. But the cosmos is reminding you today, some people are still learning the lessons of the shadow. Why is this happening now? Because you are on the verge of a massive spiritual expansion. Whenever a Leo is about to step into a higher version of their destiny, the universe tests the foundations of their life. This betrayal isn't a punishment, it's a clearing. It's the universe removing the dead weight that would only hinder your ascent. You cannot carry parasites into the next chapter of your glory. I want to give you 7 unmistakable signs, cosmic markers, to help you identify this person before they act. First, watch for the information harvester. This person asks deep, probing questions about your future plans or your private struggles, but they offer very little of their own. They are building a dossier of your vulnerabilities. Second, look for performative generosity. They do big favors for you, but only when there's an audience, or they bring them up later to make you feel indebted during a disagreement. Third, listen for the subtle belittler. They deliver criticisms wrapped in humor or concern. Are you sure you're ready for that project, Leo? You've been so stressed lately. It sounds like care, but it's actually a dampener on your fire. Fourth, notice the isolationist. They speak ill of your other loyal friends, trying to make themselves your only true confidant. If they can separate the lion from the pride, they have more control. Fifth, the mirror shifter. When you confront them about a small inconsistency, they somehow turn the conversation around to make you feel like the one who is being difficult or dramatic. Sixth, energetic exhaustion. This is the most important Leo-specific sign. You are a battery for others. If you leave an interaction with this person feeling like your inner sun has been dimmed, or that you need a long nap just to feel normal again, they are an energetic vampire. Seventh, inconsistent loyalty. They are the first to toast your success, but the last to be found when you actually need a shoulder to lean on in the dark. If you've checked off 3 or more of these, you aren't being paranoid. You are being prepared. This person knows your rhythm, and they are planning to strike when you are preoccupied with your many responsibilities. But knowledge is your scepter. By seeing them clearly now, you strip them of their power. Let's look at the dates, because the stars offer specific guidance for different degrees of the Leo sun. For those Leos born between July 23rd and August 2nd, this person is likely someone who has been a fixture in your life for years. You've let them see the human behind the hero. The betrayal here feels like a palace coup because they've been part of the family. For those born between August the 3rd and August 12th, this is a more recent connection. Someone who burst into your life with a lot of fanfare and admiration. You were flattered by their attention, but they were actually enamored with your status, not your soul. And for those born between August 13th and August 22nd, this involves someone from your past, a ghost, who has recently returned, claiming to have changed. They are bringing back an old toxic cycle that you've already outgrown. Leo, I know that for you, the idea of cutting someone off feels like a failure of your heart's capacity to love. You want to be the bigger person. You want to forgive and maintain the peace. But I ask you, is it peace if it requires you to live in a state of hypervigilance? Is it harmony if you have to dim your radiance so they don't feel eclipsed? The universe is handing you a golden pair of shears. It is time to prune the garden. When this revelation fully lands, you will feel a surge of Leo fire. You might feel a sting of shame that you didn't see it sooner. Please release that now. You didn't see it because you are a person of integrity, and integrity doesn't recognize deceit until it's forced to. Your blindness was actually a testament to the purity of your spirit. I want to share a ritual with you, a Leo alchemical release. Imagine yourself standing in the center of a ring of golden fire. This fire doesn't burn, it purifies. See this person standing outside the circle. Acknowledge the lessons they taught you. Perhaps they taught you the value of boundaries or the importance of listening to your gut over flattery. Then, visualize the energetic cords between you and this person being gently but firmly severed by a blade of pure light. As those cords drop, feel your own energy rushing back into your heart center. You are no longer leaking power. You are no longer funding their drama with your light. What happens next is the Phoenix phase. As a fire sign, you are the master of rebirth. Once you remove this toxic influence, the space you've created will be filled with soul-kin people who don't just admire your light, but who carry their own lanterns and walk beside you as equals. Your capacity for loyalty is a superpower, but every superhero must choose their allies wisely. Do not give royal treatment to those who behave like peasants of the spirit. You are a king, a queen, a sovereign being. Your loyalty is a prize, not a participation trophy. As we move through the coming days, pay attention to the stillness. When you stop trying to fix or justify this person's behavior, the truth will rise to the surface like a bubble in a glass of champagne. It will be clear. It will be undeniable. And in that moment of clarity, you must act. Not with malice, malice is beneath you, but with the cold, firm finality of a closed door. You will find that your sleep improves. Your creativity, which may have felt stuck lately, will begin to flow again like a river of gold. You will realize that the weight you were carrying wasn't your own. It was the heavy, gray energy of a person who didn't belong in your palace. Before I leave you today, my brave Leo, I want to remind you that you are protected. The universe has no interest in seeing its brightest stars extinguished by the shadows of others. This warning is your divine shield. Use it. I want to hear from you. Have you felt this shadow lurking? Have you ever had to reclaim your throne from a trusted advisor who turned out to be a pretender? Share your wisdom in the comments. Your words are the courage someone else might need to hear today. And remember, if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. We are building a community of cosmic sovereigns here at Zodiac Unlocked, and your voice is an essential part of our chorus. Go forth today with your head held high. Do not let the smallness of others shrink your spirit. You were born to roar, you were born to shine, and you were born to be loved with a loyalty that matches your own. I wish you the courage of a lion, the clarity of the sun, and the peace of a soul that knows its own worth. Be brilliant, stay sovereign, and I will see you in the next Cosmic Update. Cosmic wisdom is always here, walking the path with you. To understand why this person is targeting you, we have to look at the Leo archetype in the cosmic laboratory. You are ruled by the sun, the only celestial body that does not go retrograde. You are consistent. You are the source of life for the entire system. Because you are so consistent, people often take for granted that you will always be there, always be fine, and always be willing to forgive. This creates a predator-prey dynamic with certain lower vibrational personalities, specifically those who suffer from sun envy. They want your warmth, but they resent the fact that it doesn't belong to them. They want to be in your orbit, but they hate that they are planets while you are the star. When you allow someone into your life, you aren't just giving them a seat at your table, you are giving them energetic clearance. For a Leo, this is a massive deal. Your aura is large and magnetic. When a false friend enters that aura, they begin to siphon off your vitality to mask their own insecurities. This is why you feel that specific Leo exhaustion I mentioned earlier. It's not physical tiredness, it's an auric leak. Let's expand on the three groups of Leos and the specific unexpected action they might face. If you were born in the early part of the sign, your life is often very tangible. You work hard for your comforts. The unexpected action here involves your resources. This could be a friend, who borrows money and never intends to pay it back, or a colleague who uses your connections to get a promotion while leaving you out of the loop. They are harvesting your hard-earned gold. Opinion: I believe this happens because early Leos often feel a noblesse oblige, a feeling that because you have much, you must give much. But remember, giving to a thief isn't charity, it's enabling. For the August 3rd to 12th group, this person is targeting your story. Leo is the sign of the performer. Your reputation is your stage. The unexpected action here is a character assassination disguised as concern. They might tell people, "Oh, Leo is struggling so much right now, they aren't themselves," when in reality, you are doing great. They are trying to rewrite your identity in the eyes of others so they can step into the lead role. Opinion: this is the most insidious form of betrayal because it attacks the social body. My advice: don't argue with the lies. Live your truth so loudly that the lies look ridiculous by comparison. For the final decan of Leo, this is about the inner sanctum. You've let someone into your heart who hasn't done the work to be there. The unexpected action will be an emotional abandonment at a critical moment. You'll reach for their hand, and they will be too busy or too overwhelmed by their own often manufactured drama. Opinion: late Leos are often transitioning into Virgo energy. You want to be of service, but you cannot serve someone who is using your heart as a doormat. Many of you struggle with the word no. For a Leo, no feels like it's diminishing your king, queen persona. You want to be the one who can handle it all, but no is actually the highest form of self-respect. When you say no to a toxic person, you are saying yes to the universe. You are declaring that your temple is sacred. Imagine your life as a theater. Who is in the front row? Are they cheering for you, or are they waiting for you to trip? It is time to clear the front row. You don't owe anyone a seat just because they've been there for a long time. The unexpected action this person is about to take is actually a divine invitation for you to do a theater renovation. Why am I telling you this now? Because the window of protection is open. If you wait until the betrayal is fully executed, the recovery will take much longer. You'll have to deal with the emotional fallout, the logistical mess, and the dent in your pride. But if you act now, if you start pulling back your energy setting, firmer boundaries, and stopping the flow of sensitive information, you change the timeline. You collapse the wave of the betrayal. The person will realize that their source has dried up. They will likely move on to someone else who is less awake. And you will have saved yourself months of heartache. In my years of working with Leo souls, I've noticed one recurring theme. Flattery is your Achilles heel. We all love to be told we are wonderful, but Leos need it to feel seen. The false friend knows this. They will use the gilded dagger. They will flatter you to your face while they sharpen the blade. I want you to try this discernment practice. The next time someone gives you an over-the-top compliment, don't just soak it in. Observe the energy behind it. Does it feel like a gift, or does it feel like a transaction? Genuine praise feels like light. Manipulative praise feels like a hook. Leo, you are a masterpiece of the zodiac. You are the fire that keeps the world warm. Do not let one small person make you feel less than. The shock you will feel when this person's true colors are revealed is just the old version of you dying away. Let it go. The new version of you is more discerning, more powerful, and even more radiant. You are a phoenix. You are a lion. You are a child of the sun. I am so proud of you for having the courage to listen to this truth today. It's not easy to face the possibility of betrayal, but it is the path to true freedom. I'll be here in the comments, reading your stories and sending you golden light. Remember to subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom. We have a whole series coming up on building a sovereign pride and protecting the lion's heart that you won't want to miss. Take a deep breath. Feel your strength. The universe has your back. I am ready for unshakable discernment or loud shine bright, and never forget who you are. Until next time, my beautiful souls.